In this video, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to show you how to actually get very loud masters. So the concept of this video is to get from this to something like this. Now, in comparison to other creators and other videos where they show a lot of things and make like very long videos, I'm going to show you this in short terms, which means I'm going to get you through the exact settings and why I use them in order to make very loud masters. So I'm not going to waste any of your time, any of my time, since I have a lot of work to do, you have a lot of work to do. Let's jump into the video and let me show you how to actually get very loud. So you see this processor that's in front of you. Now you're like probably, well, another guru that's going to tell us how important clipping is. No, actually no. You can get loud results without clipping and with clipping. In this video, we're going to use both of them. Let's start with clipping. So clipping is not a must or whatsoever. I'm using this clipper right here. As you can see, when I play my track, I'm using to only capture the top picks so I can push the track louder later. Again, this is not a must or whatsoever. So I'm pushing a bit of the signal in. I'm keeping this clip fader at -6, which is my usual goal that I go for. I'm switching to soft clip pro mode and I'm not using this soft clip saturator at all. And I'm going for oversampling, 4x oversampling. So some of the processors I'm going to show you through this video will be combined with this clipper. The exact same settings. I won't change any settings on the clipper. Let's see the first processor I'm going to use to achieve this kind of loudness. So to make this super simple and this super easy, I'm going to use the tool that probably all of you have, which is the Ozone bundle. Now Ozone maximizers to be specific. Why this? I find that people basically use this tool almost all the time to achieve loudness, but still they can't really figure out the exact settings to make sure they get the most of the masters without distorting a single bit. These are the settings I want you to try. Within Maximizer, I went for IRC3 mode. Why IRC3? Because I find that this kind of processing here works the best. And if you read the manual, they said that this is the most aggressive limiting here. We are looking for loudness, we can't go soft, we have to go hard. So IRC3, I'm setting the margin at -0.5 since I want to retain half a dB headroom for uploading to streaming platforms. In terms of character, I'm going for balanced one, because this type of character allows me to avoid any kind of distortion. I could go for pumping, I could go for crisp, I could go for many different modes. Balanced works. Simple as that. We have the transient recovery. Now, there is probably some cool definition on what transient recovery does. However, I'm going to give a simple one. Transient recovery helps your transients to retain the punch. Simple. Stereo linking, as you can see here, and as you know, on Pro 2, I tend to turn this completely off. However, on this, I'm keeping some percentage on right here. So why? Because this feature will unlink the channels and limit them or maximize them separately. So separately left, separately the right. This is why I'm using, and I'm keeping some of the percentage so it still gets kind of a blending between that unlinked and unlinked channel. It's hard to explain, but once you train your ears, you'll be able to know what I'm talking about. And I'm using intersample detection, so I again still make sure I don't get any distortion. This is basically true peak limiting, but not that bad true peak limiting as you can hear on Pro 2. This true peak limiting actually works nice. And in terms of gain reduction, I'm going maybe up to 1-2 dB, maybe slightly above. That also depends on the master itself. So here's the first loudness we're able to achieve using this specific unit. I'm also going to add this insight, which is the loudness meter. I have a loudness meter here on the desk, and we are also going to see what kind of loudness was I able to achieve using this simple way. The following processor is the Pro 2. Now we can use two situations here. As with any other processor, we can go with clipping plus limiting if we're looking for very loud results, or we can go with limiting only. I'm going to showcase both situations and the differences. So now here within Pro 2 we have unit as it is, and here are the settings I used. I went for 0.5 on the output, I went for 8x oversampling. You can go higher if you want. I turned off this true peak limiting because this true peak limiting doesn't work as expected for this kind of loudness. It will squash the transients, it will lose the power, but it will still keep them safe from distortion. These are the settings you can use without true peak limiting, so you don't get any distortion at all. I'm turning off the channel linking, which I also explained why in the maximizer section. I have the slow attack and I have a bit fast release with a bit of that look ahead again, and I'm going with all-round style, which works for most of the genres and of course if you're aiming for loudness, and I'm bringing some of the gain in. Now this again depends. I'm going to first show you results with limiter only, and we'll be able to achieve, let's say, -8, which is again a nice loudness. This is not wrong, this loudness can be good. And if you're looking for, let's say, a bit louder results, I'm going to bring the old clipper back in along with this Pro 2. Let's check the results. So Pro 2 sounds okay, but if you want pure loudness and pure punch, I would always advise going for maximizers. Maximizers naturally sound punchier. If I'm wrong, feel free to let me know in the comments, but usually I'm not wrong. You know me, you follow me, so you know I know what to talk about. Even though I'm young, I know what I'm talking about. So, I'm here going to use Weiss MM-1, which is a mastering maximizer. I use this maximizer all the time. Besides the analog gear, besides everything, I like using this maximizer. Sounds super nice. The applications are different. You can use this maximizer in a countless different ways. However, I'm going to show you one for the loudness. I'm going with the amount up to 75%. This is not strict, you can go with whatever setting you prefer here. But for loudness, I tend to go for 70-75%. We have the parallel mix set at 100%. Since I want to retain the 100% of this, I'm not going for that parallel blending here. I don't want that kind of results here. And I'm tweaking the limiter gain. This is the gain I'm going to bring into this maximizer and go for maximum loudness. But people mistake something here. They basically don't pay attention to this transparent, loud, punch, wide and DS style. For loudness, of course, you're going to go for loud. If you switch to transparent, the results won't be the same. It will sound a bit quieter. Loud is here for a purpose, of course. So going with loud here, and the thing that people can't find, because this is a bit hidden in this specific unit, and this is how to set the output. People go with settings like this and then set the headroom. That's wrong. They have some arrows right here, like a drop-down menu. You can adjust the headroom right here. So the output, and I'm still keeping -0.5, so half a dB. We're again squashing the transients with a clipper. That's how clipper naturally operates, but we're still keeping some of them using this maximizer afterwards. It's hard to explain like this in words, so let me show you how this sounds. Very loud results. So I don't know about you, but I feel like the people are going to comment very hard after this video, since loudness wars are something that's basically a very sensitive topic. And I'm definitely open to discussions, to everything. So before we end the video, again, I'm very open to discussions. Feel free to let me know your thoughts, and I know a lot of you like loudness. I personally like loudness. But if you do loudness with distortion, the results won't be the ones you're expecting. So my advice would be to pay attention how you master, pay attention how you introduce loudness, and if you want me to show you how to check for distortion, there is a trick that not many people know, and I don't know if any creator explained it. maybe some did. I did in some older posts. So again, don't mind me. If you want me to show you how to check for distortion using a tool, so not by just listening, no, using a tool that will basically show you if you have distortion or not, feel free to let me know and I'll make a video. Also, this kind of content and this kind of loudness and maximizing and doing all the mastering work will be available in my Mastering Masterclass. It's not a course, so it's not a course that where I talk and I'm here to take your money. No, this is where I would like to show basically everything I know about mastering. Completely different. So courses and masterclasses are not the same. Completely different. That's where I'm going to tell more about mastering, secrets, and how I personally master. My clients that I do one-on-one sessions where I teach them how to master can confirm what I know. It's obvious. So now, let's end the video. I'll see you in another one, and looking forward to more of the mastering content. I have many tutorials to show, many tricks to show. Again, we're still new on YouTube and we're expanding even more. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. Keep working hard. Make sure you make progress every single day. I'll see you in another video.